A young girl came to me with no motivation to do work. Problem being, she wouldn't get any motivation to start her day. She would dread her work and push herself, but she couldn't get herself to work. Finally, she would give up. In session, we first took her background history. There was a common theme with her. In grade 11 and 12, she felt the same. She knew she had the ability, but she had no motivation to carry on and perform. She felt that her work was not perfect or good enough. Also, she felt that no matter how hard she worked, she was not being compensated with enough money. So why should she put in the effort? So she decided to quit work and prepare for her CAT entrance. She had enough time at hand and started with her preparations, focusing all her time and energy to it. Same thing repeated. She could never get herself to study more than an hour or two. She would feel exhausted and burnt out. In session, she shared again and again how she would not be able to answer a few questions, and that would really pull her down. She felt, what's the use of putting in so much effort in study if she can't compete with her fellow students or be as good as them? In her childhood history, she shared that her father was a perfectionist. As a small child, once she was reading out a poem to her dad. One small mistake and her dad punished her by making her write the poem again and again till she got it perfectly. Sadly, the more he persisted, the more she got it wrong, till she was totally exhausted. It was not a happy or nurturing home either. Both parents were constantly fighting with each other, and the only way the fight would stop was when both of them focused on her and her imperfections. Then her parents would stop fighting. No wonder she considered herself not to be good enough. Therapy opened the pain of imperfection and not being good enough. Repeated sessions on the same theme brought the focus and the pain. She finally brought down the pain, and she finally integrated the pain and stopped putting herself through so much of exhaustion. I hope that helped you understand what happens in therapy and why it takes so much time. It's not just about talking, but much more. Subscribe to my channel to learn more about therapy. Last